Canenero, translated by Wolfi Landstreicher. This book is distributed by Little Black Cart. The Body and Revolt by Massimo Passamani. The entire history of Western civilization can be read as a semantic attempt to exclude and isolate the body. From Plato on, the body has been seen at various times as a folly to control, an impulse to repress, labor power to arrange, or an unconsciousness to psychoanalyze. The Platonic separation between the body and the mind, a separation carried out to the complete advantage of the latter, quote, "The body is the tomb of the mind," end quote, even accompanies the seemingly most radical expressions of thought. Now, this thesis is supported in numerous philosophy texts, almost all, except those that are alien to the rarefied and unwholesome atmosphere of the universities. A reading of Nietzsche and of authors like Hannah Arendt have found its appropriate scholastic system, phenomenological psychology, idea of difference, and a way of pigeonholing. Nonetheless, or actually because of this, it does not seem to me that this problem, the implications of which are many and fascinating, has been considered in depth. A profound liberation of individuals entails an equally profound transformation of the way of conceiving the body, its expression, and its relations. Due to a battle-trained Christian heritage, we are led to believe that domination controls and expropriates a part of the human being without damaging her inner being. And there is much that could be said about the division between a presumed inner being and external relationships. Of course, capitalist relationships and state impositions adulterate and pollute life, but we think that our perceptions of ourselves and of the world remain unaltered. So even when we imagine a radical break with the existent, we are sure that it is our body, as we presently think of it, that will act on this. I think instead that our body has suffered, and continues to suffer, a terrible mutilation, and that this is not only due to the obvious aspects of control and alienation determined by technology. That bodies have been reduced to reservoirs of spare organs is clearly shown by the triumph of the science of transplants, which is described with an insidious euphemism as a, quote, frontier of medicine, end quote. But to me, the reality seems much worse than a pharmaceutical speculation, and the dictatorship of medicine as a separate and powerful body reveals. The food we eat, the air we breathe, and our daily relations have atrophied our senses, senseless of work, and the dreadful materialities of chit-chat regimen both mind and body. Since no separation is possible between them, the docile observation of the law, the imprisoning channels into which desires, which such captivity really transforms into sad ghosts of themselves are enclosed, weakens the organism just as much as pollution or forced medication. Quote, "Morality is exhaustion," end quote, said Nietzsche. To affirm one's own life, the exuberance that demands to be given entails a transformation of senses no less than of ideas and relationships. I have equally come to see people as beautiful, even physically, who had seemed almost insignificant to me even a short time earlier. When you are projecting your life and test yourself in possible revolt with someone, you see in your playmates beautiful individuals, and not the sad faces and bodies that extinguish their light in habit and coercion. I believe that they really are becoming beautiful, and not that I simply see them as such, in the moment in which they express their desires and live their ideas. The ethical resoluteness of one who abandons and attacks the power structures is a perception, a moment in which one tastes the beauty of one's comrades and the misery of obligation and submission. Quote, "I rebel, therefore I am," end quote, is a phrase from Camus that never ceases to charm me, as only a reason for life can do. In the face of a world that presents ethics as the space of authority and law, I think that there is no ethical dimension except in revolt, in risk, in the dream. The survival in which we are confined is unjust because it brutalizes and uglifies. Only a different body can realize that further view of the life that opens to desires and mutuality, and only an effort towards beauty and towards the unknown can free our fettered bodies. That was The Body in Revolt from Canenero, available from LBC Books at littleblackcart.com, a distributor of anti-political books.